pirate battleship, sir, with its radar off. Looks like we have the upper hand.
Sneak up on the ship, but offer it a chance to surrender.
We'll corner the pirate, but give it a chance to surrender.
Ooh, tell me what you did differently. From what I understand, pirates don't do that.
If they don't, we'll still have the advantage. Yarr, what are you doing there, Imperial? Our weapons are aimed at you, and our squadrons are ready to attack. Surrender, or we'll bury you. Yarr, surrender. Yes, you failed Pirates 101 at the Academy. Pirates who don't surrender.
Hey, we're starting as an ambush. I'm pretty sure we're going to be just fine. What am I working with here? I want blowy uppy Mark IIs. We got Mark II, Mark II. They're sending out... Oh, just drones. I see. Well, RIP enemies. The fuck is this? All adjacent units will try to capture and activate this unit. Oh. Yeah. Go right for the squadron docks, please. Oh, you wanted me to send out the Juggernaut and ram them? The poor bastards. What are they doing? Good work, guys. You really put up a fight. Bye, pirates. Scavenge Neo-N. Oh, we just got one out of it. Not super. You worked in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and blue dye for color, because milk bread's already fairly sweet, and you've seen the same thing done with this stuff called pandan, which you're told has vanilla-like flavor. How interesting. You got vanilla. What's the worst that could happen? I'm sure it'll be fine. Like, it'll just be sweet bread, and sweet bread is delicious. Alright, let's hit up the Omniforge.
Scrapper, sir. Seems it holds damage. Easy fight if you want it.
Incoming message.
Don't even think about it. My hull might be damaged, but I have Imperial slaves. Try anything, and each and every one of them dies. Think I'm kidding? See so for yourself.
He means it, Admiral. Try anything, we'll die. End of transmission, sir. Let's have a specialist talk them into releasing them.
Talk to that captain, Lieutenant. Make him see it's in his best interest to release the slaves. Consider it done, sir. Excuse me, I was wondering if I might have a moment of your time. Who are you? The real question is, who are you? And I think I know the answer. How dare you presume to know me, Oberon lover?
Oh, are you not a man with a taste for the finer things?
Well, I am, yes. I'm flattered you noticed, actually.
But you're having a hard time maintaining your preference, your preferred way of life, aren't you? Work's been a real constraint.
Oh, I just thought owning slaves would be so easy. You know, all my friends have slaves, but it's actually a lot of work.
Well, as luck would have it, Captain, I've come to you today with a solution.
Go on, Vermin, I'm listening.
It's done, sir. The scrappers agreed to flee his slaves. Lucky for us, some have combat experience and wish to join our cause. You could find them in our corps. There we go, 14 new commandos. Now that the slaves are safe and sound, Admiral, it could be an excellent time to attack. Yeah, fuck those scrappers, kill them!
We're going in, crew. Time to do a little scrapper hunting.
I love me some scrapper hunting! If you release the slaves, your life will be easier. Okay, now die. Sourdough is definitely worth the time and effort. Mostly time. You just kind of let it take its time to ferment. Ignore them. Go straight in there. They're like, alright, we'll attack them. Fools, like I give a shit. Blow up. Alright, can you make it to my ship before you die? Oh, so close. You almost made it. Almost made it to my boat. Idiots. Oh, right, the Omniforge is not for fuel, it's for upgrades. Oh, and it costs fuel to upgrade. No. Upgrade the Juggernaut, and then I would have no fuel left. Oh, wait, the Juggernaut only costs 1. I don't know why I saw 2 there. It would have more health. Hold on, I gotta look at... We're here. I can't. I have 2 fuel. It's gonna cost 1 fuel to get here, and there's no guarantee we're gonna get fuel out of this. I can't upgrade any of these things. We really should have bought some fuel when we were over there. We rolled the dice, and we rolled poorly. But I can't afford not to have 1 more fuel when we get to the boss fight. As much as I would love to upgrade that ramming torpedo. Boo is right! Listen, I'm booing too. I'm also sad about this. But we gotta consider the fact that we're trying to get places, and we need fuel to do it.
What I'm seeing is Cardinal, sir.
So you're the Imperial battleship I've been hearing about. How have I never seen you around before?
We're here to reactivate the Omnis and diminish the suffering in our sector, Cardinal.
But your aims contradict themselves, Admiral. Extreme suffering will turn the machines on again. That's why I reign in this sector, to help these people suffer. And now, in the name of the Church and my Pope, I'd like to help you suffer too. Thoughtful guy. Alright, let's melt these people down into slag. They have 2 hull bars. They do have weapons, but who gives a shit about that? Alright. Plan is send out the boomers first. Second wave, we're going to send out our very large ramming ship and ram them. Alright, their weapons are almost online. Go right for the squadron hangars. If you happen to engage one of their enemy ships on the way, go for it. That's what I thought. For some reason, you seem like you don't like the idea of my guys blowing up your boat. God, we just melt through their fucking frigates. It's amazing. Alright, 1 health bar down. Again, attack their dock. Take down their frigate, please. God, it's like cutting through butter with a hot knife. It's not even a challenge. Will you get your boats back out before I kill you? Nope. Well, even if the believers didn't shut down the Omnis, like Brother Lazarus said, Xenon still doesn't want us hanging around, does he?
Brother Lazarus did not think the believers shut down the Omnis, but that doesn't mean Pope Xenon didn't do it.
ASAP Science did a thing about ancient Greeks not seeing blue yesterday. Oh, interesting. Chapter 2, Fallible Flesh, Sectors 2 out of 3. Thank God. Thank God the first place we arrive is the border shop. I'll buy literally all the fuel you have, please and thank you. No officers. Don't really need commandos. Don't want to sell anything. You know what I do want, though? 4 boomers going out at a time. You know what? Let's put the Juggernaut on the bar. This whole not seeing blue thing sounds a lot like flat earthing. Like, I imagine it was a matter of not having words for it. But I don't have any knowledge about this, so that's just me making a supposition. But if we're looking at it from, like, the rods and cones and the human eye, it's unreasonable to think that we evolved a new cone that recently for just the color blue. So it's more likely it was a situation of just not having words for things. Yeah, but we have, like, a pretty good handle on, like, what our eyes have been doing for a while. Like, I don't think, but again, I don't... Oops, slapped my microphone. I don't have any information here. And someone like Lev, who has been reading and watching these videos, would have a much better grasp on what's going on than I. Alright, 5 fuel. Secret military base, and a mercenary outpost. Secret military base, ejected cryopod, and a shipyard. Alright. Cryopod is the chance of getting, for free, a new lieutenant. Yeah, but we've had those signs for a while, and it's still gonna take a while before our pinky eventually goes anywhere. If Lev were to post that video in the watching box in the Discord, we could all watch this video and see what's going on. And come at it from a slightly more informed perspective than our current conversation. Pirate treasure location. Oh, we have to go here. This is where the quest is. There's no option there. 1,000,000%. I want that pirate treasure. I bought a map, goddammit. Picking up a message from the beacon, sir. Looks to be on a loop. Want to see the stars? Want to protect your loved ones against hostile enemies? Then sign up today for the fleet. After all, if it's good enough for Admiral Idaho, it's good enough for you. They're using me in advertisements? I never signed off. Yes, 2 fuel. Not bad. Alright, let's do the mercenary outpost and then we'll go for the pirate treasure? Actually, pirate treasure first, then mercenary outpost.
Here we reached the supposed pirate station with the treasure in it. But, bad news, it's not unguarded like that civilian said it would be. What are you doing here? It's not like we're guarding a huge secret stash of scrap in this station or anything.
The enemy was waiting for you. Its squadron has been deployed and its weapons are ready to fire. It was a trap. We purchased a ticket to a trap. Alright, they're sending out brutal disassembling drones, shredders. When damaging enemy battleships, steal 14 scrap per fight. Yeah, I don't want those to reach me. Boop. Send the boomers in. Send the boomers in. Ramming speed. Well, you blew up all my little drones, and that's okay, because who cares? Eventually you're gonna send out people, and I will parasitize them. Oh, I love this slow, methodical, massive fuck-off boat that's slowly moving toward them. Right for the hangar, please. 2 incoming enemy reinforcements. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's my Parasite Legion? Nano Repair, Pod. You come back, Parasites. If they do, in fact, regenerate here... I love this. It's just a super slow, massive thing heading their way. It doesn't matter. It died before it got there. I gotta speed that thing up. You just saw the PS5. It's beautiful, the controller. I hear the controller's real nice. Especially the fact that the triggers have like a haptic pressure sensitivity to them, so they could simulate like pressure. So if you have a character that's pulling a bow back, it can emulate the feeling of the tension getting stronger the further back you pull the bowstring. A lot of evidence that you're seeing online points to Homer and other idiots using words for blue things that are closer to other colors. So that's what I was saying. It was more likely that it was just a language situation, you know? Especially because in the olden times, like, you didn't necessarily immediately go like, the sky is blank, we need a color for that shit. It was more important to name things like, only very rich people are allowed to have purple because purple's hard to make and very expensive. Blue was also a relatively hard dye for a lot of locations. I mean, we know through spectral analysis of older statues from, like, Greek and Roman eras, and even earlier than that, that they did have blue on their statues. You were playing Spider-Man, and the web slinging with the haptic feedback was so satisfying. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Yeah, PlayStation 5 is something I would like to save up for.
Now that pirate's on the way, go get us that loot, Captain. Right away, sir. We're in the cargo area of the station, sir. We're practically blinded by all the treasure they have got down here.
Execution Laser Mark II. Drone Mark II Shredder. Whoa, just 33 scrap? That's not wealth. I mean, it's fine, but, like, geez. I imagine Jimmy's playing one at Flux Coffee. Does that coffee shop have a PlayStation 5 setup in it? What a cool coffee shop if that's the case. I'm gonna get these guys too. I might replace my parasites with more boomers. Unit doesn't overload the associate control dock upon death, making the dock instantly available to deploy another unit. That's pretty good. Where's my boomer Mark II? There it is. Do I have any other Mark IIs ready for deployment? Alright, Boomer Mark II, Boomer Mark II, Shredder for extra scrap, and the Juggernaut as a slow, scary thing. The color of the sea is wildly different by depth, location, time of day, salinity. Oh yeah. I mean, you go out to, like, the Royal Caribbean seas, and it's, like, crystal clear, light blue, and then you go out to, like, fucking the Atlantic Ocean off of Long Island, and it's like pitch black half the time. It's dark blue.
This is, excuse me, a
damn fine cup of coffee. I'm on the same page as you, Gopper. I'm pretty sure it's more a matter of we lacked the words for a while. Alright, what we got here? 48 to 91% of scrap. Our character won't take any... Well, they might take damage, but they won't die. And we might lose one commando. It is a superb coffee shop, that's what I've heard. One day, when we're no longer dying in a horrible, never-ending plague and a slow apocalypse, it'd be nice to check it out. I'm still not sure what's happening with me and Christmas, so I think that's part of why I'm, like, having such a hard time these past few weeks. Like, depression and anxiety have been at wildly high levels for me. And I think that is why. It's because I don't know what I'm doing. And, like, the obvious right answer is don't travel. Don't go home. But, like, that hurts my heart. So I'm very torn on it. Launch expedition. Get me those goodies. Dude. Well, there's the one guy who could die this this particular expedition. R.I.P. that one guy. No retreats for us. I want my stuff. Drone Mark II Nano. Man, we have so many squadrons. And I have stuff I could sell. Some of the things we've gotten, not great for us. I like my boomers. I like my shredders. I like my parasites. Don't need normal drones. But I gotta give it to Katase. This game, incredibly satisfying. I really like this one. They were right when they said, oh, I really dig this. It has a fun story going on. There's a bunch of characters with dumb voices I could do. The gameplay is super satisfying and varied. I'm really digging Crying Suns. Alright, Drone Mark II Nano. I wonder what kind of drone that is. Let's replace our shredder for a second just so we can take a look at it. That's our parasite, and then we have... Cannot be targeted by adjacent units. Current adjacent target cannot move. Oh, interesting. They're like disruptive bots. Kind of dig that. Still, I'm gonna keep the shredder on there. I really want to get in there and like wheedle off some extra scrap. I think that would be fun. Alright, local system. Let's head to the mercenary outpost. We have 383 scrap. I could definitely hire a new lieutenant to handle some hacking for us, finally. Incoming transmission. Please accept this scrap. According to our beliefs, the more scrap you have, the harder it is to join the Omnis in the Garden of Light and Metal. I don't get it. These believers are just gonna give us their scrap? What's the rub? I'm not sure there is one. They honestly believe the more they suffer, the more they'll be rewarded in the afterlife. The crazy narratives your kind creates. Thank you very much for the scrap. We'd be happy to accept it.
We'd be happy to accept your scrap.
Thank you, Admiral. I can't tell you what a relief it is to unburden our sins upon your heathen ship. I fucking love this sector. Leif, thank you so much for that resubscription. View the shop. Cannon Mark III. Disruptor. Alright, I want someone with hacking, ideally. Nope, no hacking available. Well, a little disappointing. Best I could do is get a scientist just so we finally have those abilities. Because we have all the spy abilities, some of them twice over. We have a couple of soldier abilities. We do not have any scientist abilities. So I will grab her. And for 75 scrap, it's basically free. I'm gonna sell one of my garbage drones. So the only thing that's nice about the Drone Mark II prototype is it does have the instant redeploy, because it doesn't overload. And it's a Mark II. Maybe I won't sell it. When you get right down to it, I have more exciting things. The chances I ever actually send out my dumb Drone Mark II prototype, pretty low. So why not just get the extra scrap, right? Alright. I'm happy with that. Positive outcome to the encounter. Let's take a look at upgrades. I think it's time. I think it's time to finally have a weapon dock. So let's go ahead and get a weapon dock. I only have the one weapon. Let's put that on there. Might get another bar. It's pretty cheap at 150. Navigation scanner's also pretty cheap. Let's grab that so we could better plan our routes. I mean, for 35, yeah, why not? We're fully maxed out on subsystems. I want another squadron dock, but that's going to happen after we beat the boss of the sector, I think. When they give us like a 500 scrap and we could just blow it right away on a squadron dock. I don't want to waste all of my money. I would like to buy some fuel soon. In fact, I should do that before I leave the shop, huh? Buy both the fuel they have available. Alright, if I do this, I get an additional bar of 80 hull. Or I could upgrade all of my hulls so they're at 95 health instead, so that's an additional 45 health overall. For roughly half the price. I'm gonna do this one, that way I still have a little bit of scrap left over. I'm sorry, for only 40 I can make it 110 per bar? Okay, yeah. That sounds good. Alright, 6 fuel. Alright, went to both local locations, yes. How close have I come to dying so far? No one has even touched us. They could look, they can't touch. It has been smooth sailing, so to speak. I gotta say, the Scrapper Chaos ship, OP so far. Sir, I'm picking up a transmission from this ship. I think it's some kind of sermon from nearby planets and stations. Attempt to contact the church ship. Secure a channel with the ship, Ozu. On it, sir. It's you. When I tell His Eminence I've seen you, maybe he will hasten my suffering with lashes from his golden whip. We've already talked about whether or not Xenon shut down the Omnis. Let's ask more about this church ship. Kotai, how's it going, Kotai? This is what you do? You travel around spreading lies? His Excellency told me that this is what happened, and His Excellency does not lie. He cannot lie, as he is His Excellency. It's flawless logic. Well, you can't argue with logic and reasoning like that. Why do you think other questions? Well, wait, why do I think you have other questions, sinner? Where can I find Xenon? Where is Xenon now? Hiding? He's not hiding. You will find his holy battleship near the folder in the last sector of this cluster, if you dare. Then again, no, you will not find him anywhere. You will die well before you do. Sometimes I also have visions, you see. Why do I think you have other questions? I actually don't. Bye. Let's continue on. We have work to do. Our holy destroyers are looking for you. You can run, but they'll find you, heathen. Our priests are blessed with their ships so their radars detect sin, and yours illuminate the darkest darkness of space. Fucking weirdos. Come on, 3? I mean, 2 is still okay. Like, it's a net game. That's what I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and hit up the abandoned auto factory. Church ship, sir! Greetings, Admiral. For only a small donation to the church, I won't blow you up with my far superior battleship. All things considered, I think you'll find this a most generous offer. Let's ask a specialist to talk our way out of this. Get us out of this, Lieutenant. What's this church's deal? So, this Church of the Singularity believes that the Omnis shut down because humanity was sinful. And they believe the Omnis will turn back on again if they all suffer enough. So they're essentially a cult of suffering. They give away all of their worldly possessions, they whip themselves. They're trying to bring enough suffering about in the sector, in the galaxy, in the known universe, to influence their robot gods to turn back on again. Right away, Admiral. Greetings, believer. Who are you? Oh, me, just a lowly believer, counting my days until I can enter the Garden of Light and Metal. I have sent a transmission to offer my humble advice. Which is what? Don't accept our scrap. Oh, and why not? The scrap of this ship, full as that ship is, of non-believing Imperial vermin, is tainted. Yes, I suppose it would be. I hadn't thought of that. And tainted as it is, I do not believe it should be mingling on your ship with the more virtuous scrap of the church. Yes, I see your point. I'll tell you what, keep your filthy scrap. Consider this a one-time holy favor. Oh, you're most gracious. I know. End of transmission, sir.
Come on. Let's get out of here before the church ship comes to its senses and changes its mind.
I love having her around. She is my favorite lieutenant. I love that we have her DNA and we can bring her back over and over again. Scan planet. Sandworm. Interesting. 5 and 10 commandos lost. 10 and 10 commandos. So everybody dies. Guaranteed everybody dies. 7 and 10 commandos lost. Between 0 and 4 commandos lost. 0 to 44 scrap gains. Officer won't be harmed. I want the resources, but 5 to 10 commandos. Each commando costs 10 scrap. If I lose 5, I'm losing 50 scraps worth of people. If I lose 10, I'm losing 100 scraps worth of people. I wish I knew. Oh, ejected cryopod, though. That's an officer if we get it. Alright, try not to die, everybody. Oh, fuck, we went right through the enemy ship. Come on. Ejected cryopod. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Alright. They're fine. I mean, here's the thing. I could leave, and I'll have my new character. Yeah, the teacher parents had to say caprice. It took 5 minutes, and they don't believe you or Google. How did they pronounce it before? Caprese? Caprese? It's just a little hurt. It's still good. It's still good. So here's what I'm thinking. If I leave now, I got what I wanted. I got my cryopod. I got my new lieutenant. If I leave now, I don't lose any soldiers, but we don't make any money. We haven't run into the sandworm yet. The sandworm is probably where we're going to lose everybody, because we do not have combat. Either English word caprice or caprese. I'm not in dire need of money. Like, we only have 40, but I'm not, like, floundering here. There is another artifact, though. We could get something interesting, like a weapon. Or a squad. So it's really, I'm taking a moment to weigh whether or not I want to risk losing between 5 and 10 of these 10 commandos for the possibility of a new squadron, which we really don't need. We have great squadrons as it is. Or a weapon, which I couldn't equip because I only have one weapon slot. So I think we're gonna leave with the person we got. We didn't pick up any scrap. Oh wait, 75 scrap? We're actually going to get scrap? See, I don't know what happens when it's a person we're talking about. 2 injured will be saved, 2 will die. You're an enabler? I mean, I'm tempted just to push through. I wish I could look at the star map. Bring back all the injured commandos, salvage 50% of the loot. I'm worried that, like, this is going to be left behind. You know what? Just press on. I want to see what happens. I'm willing to lose people. All right. Uh-huh. No hack. We might lose one person there. Continue. Continue. Here's the sandworm. Alright, lost 2 dudes. Lost 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes. 60 scrap worth of people died. But I made 133 scrap. So you know what? That's a win. Oh! It's a new guy! This was totally worth it! Saul Bayardo. Officer will now be available for your starting roster whenever your clone is ready. Oh, he has such a huge sprite. Let me show you his sprite. Look at that beefy boy. Fucking slab of steak there. Alright, what does this man do for us? He's half scientist, half spy, and he has hull repair. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Hey, bamboo shoots. He's a big boy. He's such a big boy. Very happy with that. Totally worth losing those dudes over. Mercenary outpost means I could buy a few more dudes to make up for my losses. So we're gonna head up, buy a few more guys, then we have a nice army depot and a secret military base. We can hit an Omni Forge there. So let's try and buy a bunch of fuel so we can upgrade some ships. Oh, he has a robot hand. I'm sorry he's behind my webcam, but like bottom right seems like the best place for my camera to live. You just miss out on these little lieutenants standing around. Hey there, I saw your ship. I saw your ship there, so I thought I might as well ask you. We need a hyperventilator 23 to make a generator go. Any chance you got one kicking around? I think we got some scrap around here to pay with somewhere. Chief, here. Sir, listening in, we don't have a 23 in our stock, but we could break a bird down and get that way. Up to you. I don't actually have the option to give up a squadron because they're already patched. Tell them you're Admiral Idaho. I'm Admiral Idaho, Grand Admiral of the Imperial Fleet. Oh yeah? That's nice. So can you help us with the part? Can't do it. Sorry. Sorry, but we need to keep our squadrons intact. Yeah, right. I bet you're sitting on a pile of 23s. Rude. Yeah, 3. Very good. You ate a kid's meal at McDonald's today. His mom got really angry. Ah, Andy, I love your jokes. How's it going, Andy? Fan of this game, Bamboo Shoots? Do you play this? Or are you just here to check it out? Let's hit up the mercenary outposts. I want to replace my commandos. House Vicarelli Beacon, sir, and it seems to have an old message stuck in it. House Vicarelli Beacon. Not even a scrapper would scrap that. Listen to the message. Here to check it out. This game's phenomenal. I'm really liking it. We're on Chapter 2 currently.
Let's hear it, Ozu.
Right away, Admiral. Doesn't seem to be working, sir. It looks like it wasn't high quality to begin with. House Vicarelli, truly the worst of the houses. I don't know who those people are, but like fucking burned. Visit shop. Alright, that brings us back up to 12. Oh, the invisibility might be worth a purchase so we can make our giant ramming machine invisible. Anna Moore finally has hacking, but... Alright, let's see. All spy stuff done. That's 2 out of 3 soldier things, we just don't have explosion. She's really redundant. But the thing is, guerrilla tactics is such a good ability for our squadrons that it doesn't make sense to get rid of her. This scientist is redundant. Squadron speed plus 25. So if I want to get rid of someone, I think it's Paula Douglas. If I sell Paula Douglas and replace her with Anna Moore here, that gives me hacking and it gives me erudition. And that covers almost everything. The only things I'd be missing at that point would be explosives and whichever the little gear. Actually, I have the gear, don't I? Yeah, if I replace her, because he has the gear, I would have access to everything except for demolition. So I'm gonna get rid of Paula Douglas here. We're gonna sell a human being, which I don't quite understand how that works. But bye, Paula Douglas. And we're gonna buy Anna Moore, because I would like to have every possible thing represented here. And she comes with Battlefield Autocrafter. If fully charged, spawns 1 crafted drone, same mark with 20 health points on any non-crafted squadron death. That's actually very cool. There we go. I like that quite a bit. 12 commandos is fine, don't really need extras. I will buy all of the Neo-N they have. You know what? I will buy a couple of extras, commando-wise. You know what? Screw it. Back up to 15. Let's get us to where we were before I sent a bunch of people to die on an alien planet for weak profits. 9 Neo-N is nice. You call them extras. Listen, they're nameless, faceless people that die. It's the game's fault. I can't become attached to any of the mooks. These people have names and personalities. These people don't. Alright, we got the anomaly. Hey, it's your ship! You can relax, Admiral. We're giving away our battleship tech now. The sooner we do, the sooner we can join them in the garden. Let's see what we have left. Tech for a scanner upgrade. Here, take it. Oh, my soul feels lighter. Positive outcome. I didn't get anything out of it because my scanner was already maximum, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Scavenge Neo-N. Please get more. Yes, 2! Oh, we're gonna be able to upgrade a number of ships, I think. Let's hit up the secret military base first, that way we can get some scrap. And then we'll go to the depot. Ooh, scrap a ship! Let me blow them up, please. Enemy ship firing us, sir! It's a trap. Alright, they're already ready. Doesn't matter to me. Makes no difference to me. Alright, I want my shredder up here. I want my blowy uppy drones here, and I want the big boy there. Alright, shredders. Here's what your sitch is gonna be. I want you to go straight across, and then go straight for the squadrons. Big boy, just go straight for the hull, please. And then you go for that, and you go for that. Oh, they actually got through that just fine, huh? Well, just fine's a strong word. Let's send it a Mark 1 boomer right there. And another boomer. Mark 1 should be fine. Oh my god. They might actually do slight damage to me. Alright, they're gone. Go for their squadrons. Oh, are those their boomers? Alright, it's time for the parasites. God, I have so many parasite drones, please. And let's also send out the Minotaurs? Let's go with the ramming frigate. Yeah. Alright, my parasites, I want you to go after their boomers. Ram their garbage. Oh, it's already dead. Never mind, go for the squadron. There they go. Oh, a stupid meteor hit me? Good work. Alright, well. Fighters. Boomers. Scrappers. Go right for the squadron. Don't even worry about their people. Alright, there goes one layer of their hull. Shredder, please go for hull. Make me some extra money, please. Minotaurus, ramming speed, go after the weapons. And there we go. We stole a little bit of scrap, too. Yeah, those meteors were gunning for me. I'm a little bit disappointed that my ramming ship, my giant drill, got clipped in space like that. Where's my Bark 2 boomer? Keep the shredder. And put my giant drill back on. And let's take a look at this. Scan. No major threats. Secret military base. Through retreat chances. 48 to 91%. No damage to my guy. Between 0 and 8. We could maybe lose nobody. I don't know how to make the Juggernaut faster, except for, like, maybe some upgrades we might find. Or perhaps, like, giving it cloaking might be all we really need. In which case, I am looking for a cloak weapon. 48 to 91%. 0 and 2 commandos will die. Or could die, I should say. I mean, if we send this guy, we get most of that money, but we could lose a number of folk. I mean, it could be as many as 0 die, you know? Or as few, I should say. But I like all that scrap I could get. And humans are cheap, so launch expedition. For 10 credits, 10 scrap, I could replace anyone who dies. I can do it. This is why I got 15 people last time, with the understanding that I'm going to be hurling them at things. Alright, 42 scrap, I like it. Alright, Joseph died. That's alright. Continue. Oh, goodbye, Mateus and Juwan. Continue. That's 30 scrap. I just made up the money for those dead people. Alright, there goes Jing and Vera. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 scrap. I made 113 so far. Totally fine. Totally fine. And we got a new drone that we could sell. Oh my god, yeah, no. Totally paid for itself. Perfect. Your sacrifices will be remembered as I replace you, literally right now.
What were their names? Doesn't matter. Hey, sure, do you mind if I have a word? What is it, Lieutenant?
Yeah, net gain of a lot of scrap.
Sure, I was wondering if we might take a moment to mourn for those who have passed away on our journey so far.
Oh my god, Hawks, can this game hear me?
Mourn for our own past lives, you mean? Well, yes, I guess that's what I was saying. I think it could really help provide a sense of closure. But if my estimates are right, it will cost us a bit of scrap to hold a proper funeral service.
Yeah, fine. You know what? I like Hawks.
Sounds like a good idea, Hawks. Do what you can. Thank you, sir. I'll check in back in with you when the service is over.
Yeah, or, you know those people that died 5 minutes ago that you just said you didn't give a shit about?
Sir, the ceremony's over. Of course, we'll continue to die, and maybe we'll need to mourn our future deaths too, but I believe the funeral was quite healing.
I like that the game gives you these options. Like, you had this moment here where the game said, if you give us money, you're not going to get anything tangible in return, but this pile of pixels who has a name will feel better. That doesn't help you in any functional way, but, like, you could do it. And I like stuff like that.
Have you seriously forgotten something that happened 20 seconds ago? You sent 5 men to their deaths, sir! Who? What are you talking about?
There we go, by replacement people. Plasma Nuke Mark III. 30 damage. Psh. Core Blaster. Can only target allied units. Destroys one allied unit on target cell and deals 25 plus 50% of its current health as damage to all adjacent units. Wow. That's actually, like, built for our particular playstyle, isn't it? Teleports any object at least 7 cells away in any direction. Are you pondering what I'm pondering? Is an object, say a giant massive fuck-off drill, for instance, something I could teleport 7 cells in the enemy's direction? So I think that might be it. I think we could teleport our giant space ram if we wanted to. Just gonna go ahead and buy that. God, I have so much garbage just here I can get rid of if I wanted to. This unit cannot become patched whatever happens, even after being destroyed. Huh, it's a always at full health drone. Which is terrible, because everything about our boat is built for things being partially broken. Like, all of our powers come from being partially broken. Cannot be targeted by adjacent units. Current adjacent target cannot move. Those are pretty good. I might just sell this. The fact that it can never be injured is both interesting and kind of frustrating, because our things benefit by being patched. So we're just gonna throw this away. Yeah, because we have Brutal Deployer. Squadron dock recovery is twice as fast, but patched squadrons start at quarter health of their max health. Oh wait, that's not the benefit I was thinking of. The benefit I was thinking of was Guerrilla tactics. Patch squadrons short-range DPS is plus 35%. So the whole idea is we want our units to be patched so that she is giving them a huge boof. A boof. A Shia LaBeouf. I'm also curious about this core blaster, because blowing up our own ships seems pretty in line with what we do. Executioner laser does 40 damage. So this will teleport our giant ram. And this is just a thing that does 40 damage. But we could also go with the core blaster, which will do 25 damage plus half the health of whatever we blow up, in addition to the fact that our squadrons, if you recall, are boomers for the most part. So like I could blow up my Mark II boomer here. So it'll do 25 damage, half of its health. Although it's half of its current health, it said, not half of its full health, right? Doing all the math here. 50% of its current health. Alright. So it's going to be 25 plus 11, so 36 damage, and then the exploding will go off for a total of 50 damage. Right? 25 plus 11 is 36, plus 14 is 50. So that is better than just shooting them with a laser for 40. Depending on the cooldown. What's the cooldown on this thing? 13 seconds for the core blaster. Taking into account the fact that we have to wait for the drones to redeploy. Whereas our executioner laser has a cooldown of 35 seconds. They're essentially comparable. I might as well hold on to my money. I'd be better off instead using the money to upgrade so I have a secondary weapon dock. So I could actually use both of the things I have. Yep, I'm happier with this. Next upgrade, we're going for the next squadron dock. I bought all the fuel. We're done here. Star map me away, please. Let's get some upgrades for some of our boats.
Key battleship, sir, and badly damaged.
I'm picking up a faint distress signal from inside their battleship.
Want to send us in, sir? Honestly, it'd be nice to see a little action.
Let's make contact with the ship first.
Get me in touch with the ship, Lieutenant.
Sorry, sir, no one's responding. Ship looks to be abandoned.
Want to send us in, sir?
Yeah, fine. Goodbye, additional commandos I just bought.
Of course, sir. Watch your 6's troops. We're heading in. Sir, we're in. Our trackers are telling us we're close to the signal, but we've hit a snag. Quarter collapse, sir. Blocking us. Unless we have a way of clearing the path.
Oh, is this gonna be the one thing I don't have? Oh, it's not explosives.
You know the situation, Lieutenant. Lean can't advance unless we somehow clear a path for him. I see. Well, I should be able to remotely command a drilling drone. It won't be the biggest of passageways, but it should allow the team, most of the team, to continue forward.
Thank you, half-robot friend. My big boy.
It's done, sir. Thanks to the pencil pusher, we made our way deeper into the ship.
A pencil pusher? That man is like a fucking Terminator.
Signal's coming from the brig. There's a prisoner here. He's in a bad way. Got his hands on a dead guard's comm device and was using it to send the signal. It says the Aki ship got crushed battling pirates. He also says he's a senator. If we deliver him safely to his planet, he can expect a big fat reward. Downside is he's stuck in one of these damn Aki hypercells. It'll require some time and resources.
Bust him out.
Free the man, Lean. We're taking the senator home. Right away, sir.
Rewards. Thank you, Admiral. Feels nice to be out of that cage. Like I told your men, if you could deliver me safely home in the next sector, mark my words, you'll be handsomely rewarded. Look, it's a pixel art version of me. Look at that facial hair and longish hair. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Just facial hair and long hair in the darker color scheme. That's what Tom tells me whenever we run into a man with facial hair in anime.